Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. It's your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel. Reach out to me directly, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. And today we're discussing a 2015 38-piece stainless steel limited series, part of a flight of 5 different models in 38 pieces each in stainless steel. This was a send-off series for the retiring 38mm case size. And this model, the Octa Calendrier, was actually revived for that series, having been discontinued in 2014. So the timepiece you see here is the 38mm case in stainless steel. We're going to talk about its thickness, which is 10.6 millimeters, and its lug-to-lug span, which is 44.6 millimeters. 20 millimeters is the spacing between the lugs, and when we throw it on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, this rare and highly collectible FP Journe could suit any wrist size, as it's compact across the wrist and low enough to fit underneath any cuff. It's a unisex option. It's for those with traditional tastes, collectors of rare and important FP Journe watches, and again, if you do have a smaller wrist, it's also perfectly compatible thanks to sharply turned, relatively short cropped lugs. Let's take a look at hardware and software. Journe gives this watch the works. A reddish brown alligator leather strap, large rectangular scale on the top, matte finish, monotone stitch with a folded edge. You can see its small round scale gator on the bottom, more expensive, but it makes the strap last longer. And then there are pull tab spring bars that allow you to quickly remove the straps for cleaning between the lugs or strap swapping. You'll note the use of curved spring bars to create a highly integrated look with little daylight showing between strap and case, but also with no impingement of strap motion. Journe generally includes a pin buckle on his watches, including platinum complications. So this steel watch is special by virtue of the fact that the buckle is steel. It's even more remarkable in that you get a full clasp. So a full clasp in steel to match the case. Rare on both counts. Rolling back to the case, it's simple and distinctive of Journe, with a blended Calatrava-like lug profile, and you can see it's all of high polish, bezel, case back, and profile. The watch featuring the characteristic knurled edge double dimple Journe crown, and the bezel itself domed and handsome, giving way to a dial that is yellow gold, media blasted, and matte. You have the characteristic dial side assembly bolts visible, and this was a Journe style innovation of the 90s that was initially lambasted and later copied by everyone. This was the original. Of course, you have a black polished steel bezel for the hours, minutes, and seconds, and take note, all of the printing on this dial, rather than the conventional black, it is done in blue, a special color in the annals of watchmaking and at the FP Journe manufacturer. It also has a rather dynamic version of an annual calendar, as you have a retrograde scale, and then you have the day and you have the month. The quick set system, take note, allows me to rapidly change the day by turning in a clockwise direction, or if I turn in a counterclockwise direction, I can turn the day and the date in sequence, and you can see the retrograde action. Now, an annual calendar, a discontinued complication for Journe, needs to be adjusted only once a year during the jump from February to March. So this is the Calendrier annual calendar, discontinued in 2014, revived for this 38-piece edition only for 2015. Turn it all over, and well, this watch is numbered 1 through 38. So if you're trying to guess the serial number, you've got good chance. To protect innocent parties, I've masked it. The case is steel, the movement is rose gold. That sets it apart from some of the earlier Octa 38s, as the rose gold adds impressive weight to the watch for a steel timepiece. The movement has a 120-hour chronometric power reserve, but in truth it'll run for about 160 hours. It's adjusted in 5 positions like a chronometer, and it beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. You can also see for durability and precision, this is a free-sprung balance architecture with a balance that has a large moment of inertia, or a large polar moment I should say, so that shocks and concussions do very little to deviate the timing precision. Note that the rotor is a Grand Orge, or barleycorn rose-lathe guilloche cut hand-finished pattern, and it's 22 carats rather than the 18 carat of the movement, because this is the eccentric mass that winds the watch. It winds unidirectionally. It is a second generation Octa 1300, so it's more efficient than the original bidirectional winder, which was a traditional system, but less efficient. Now, if you take a quick look, you can see that the bridges are nicely executed with circular Cote de Genève, mirrored bevels on the edge of the bridges, and black polished screw heads. You can also see that there's an engine turning on the base plate, and all of the wheels feature satin finish. It's a combination of mechanical and hand finish that's characteristic of Journe watches. Nicely done, quite special, and again, with FP Journe building only 900 watches in a good year, every FP Journe watch will be rare. This one, part of a 38-piece series, is for the true connoisseur. Anything else to know? Well, it's 30 meters water resistant, so generally don't take it swimming, but this is a timepiece that is suitable for everyday use, in large part due to its highly scratch-resistant steel case rather than the conventional FP Journe precious metal. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.